All right, we're just gonna give a few minutes. Faith, I don't know if Faith is in here yet. Faith, if you are in here, please box up. She should be walking in here now. But even if she's not here, I'm just gonna give her 1 minute if you don't mind, Your Honor. All right, welcome, Faith.
Hello? All right, so we're going to bring this to order. This is a court case, the People versus Faith. The purpose of this session is juror selection. We have 13 jurors. I just want to go over the process of how this will be handled for the attorneys and for the judges, for the jurors respectfully. Jurors, one by one, you will each be called in. You'll be sworn in. You need to answer the questions timely and concisely and honestly. Please do not share any information that you may know which could be classified as evidence during your answers. Counselors, please do not use any sort of information that also may be used during the actual proceeding itself during your questions. Once you're sworn in, Grisly will represent the plaintiff. You'll have 3 minutes to question each juror, okay? And then Roll will have 3 minutes to question the same juror, and then we'll move on to the next juror. Okay, do you both understand?
Understood.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, at any point in time, you each respectively have up to 2 uncontested challenges, meaning for any reason whatsoever, you can excuse that juror. Okay, we don't need to state the reason. You can give it if you want, but it cannot be challenged. You can do that twice. Okay. Once you use one of those challenges, that juror is dismissed immediately and will be scratched off of consideration for the final jury pool.
Understood.
We've got 13 jurors. Once we go through all of them, each of you will be able to select your top 5. Okay, we will whittle this jury pool down to 6 people with 2 alternates. Okay. So your top 5, basically the top 3 from each side are the highest voters, will end up being on the jury. And then of the 4 other jurors, we will choose the alternates. Okay?
No problem, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Do we have our bailiff in here? We're going to start with juror number 1. Any questions before we proceed?
No, Your Honor. Okay.
No, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Hello?
I'm Faith. You don't have to say anything. You could just sit in the box, okay? I'm your lawyer. I'll do all the talking for you, okay? As a matter of fact, if you don't mind just muting yourself.
Can I be in the comments then?
You can, if you'd like, but if you'd like.
Okay, Coley, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Grisly, you're on the clock, 3 minutes.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor. Coley, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain. So I'm just going to have a couple questions for you just to see if you are an actual candidate to make sure that we are going to be able to put you as one of our jurors. Is that okay?
Yes.
Awesome. So one of my questions for you is you know, this is the first time we're doing this on TikTok. You know, usually we're doing it on another platform. So my first question for you is what was your actual purpose for applying for this position as a juror?
To, I believe, like having a fair, like the truth and having a fair, reasonable conclusion. So I was interested in hearing it and being able to give, my vote on what's happening.
Okay. And by chance, do you know anything that is occurring with this court case already, by chance?
Like a little bit from what's on like Instagram, like just hearsay, but it's not anything I've watched. I've just seen it with scrolling, like I've seen it in the hashtags and stuff like that. But
Okay. By chance, just to make sure that we're going to have even terms on everything with everybody, is that do you have any type of ill will, or do you feel any type of emotional towards anybody that is of the handicapped nature by chance?
ill will, no, not at all.
And do you feel sorry for them at any point in time? We're just trying to make sure that we're having a fair trial here. So
I mean,
we don't want anybody
I'm
from the
an
jury section.
empathetic person overall, so I have empathy for all people. Like what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Too,
Okay, understood. I think right now those are the only 3 questions that I have for you. And
Okay.
Judge, at any point in time, I am good to relinquish my time to Role Model Fresh.
Okay. All right. And defendant's counsel, you have 3 minutes.
All right. Hello, Coley. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. I just want to start off by thanking you for being here. And my first question to you is, are you a streamer or do you mainly like watch streams?
I'm a streamer.
Okay. So are you familiar with being gifted?
Yes.
Okay. Approximately how much would you say you've been gifted before while streaming?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't get gifted, and that's okay. And sometimes I get gifted. Like it just depends on what's going on. If there's an event or something like that.
Do you feel like when you are being gifted that you're able to do whatever you want with the money, or do you feel like you have to do a particular thing with the money that you are gifted?
A gift is like given as a gift, and I don't have conversations prior to, during, or after being gifted to make it seem like that.
Have you ever gifted or supported anyone?
Oh yeah.
Have you heard about this case?
Lightly, just over like being in streams or overhearing stuff, but.
Has anyone or someone close to you ever been treated unfairly?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you feel about that?
I mean, of course I'm going to feel empathy for it. Like, I don't think people should be treated unfairly. I think everybody should be treated in a fair manner, and things should be fair and just, like, as a baseline. So.
Do you feel like someone's medical condition can affect how they act?
Yeah. I think so.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm done. Thank you, Coley, for your time.
You're welcome.
You are juror number 1, correct?
Yeah, that's... Okay. All right. Thank you, Cole. You may step down.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. Next juror number 2, we need Sarah, please. Hi, Sarah.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Can you raise your right hand? And you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
So help me God.
All right. Thank you. All right. Plaintiff counsel, you have 3 minutes.
All right, wonderful. All right, so Sarah, this is your first time being on a judge or in a jury, correct?
Correct.
Correct. So I must ask the exact same question that I asked Coley. What was the purpose of you committing to apply for this position?
I was asked that there were people that needed to be impartial, but didn't know much about the case nor anything about it specifically, which I don't. I come from a completely different platform, so I'm able to be impartial.
And that was going to be my next question. Have you ever heard of Faith, that the person is right next to you, or have heard anything that has happened with the actual incident of this case?
Very little, just kind of what I saw in the flyer.
Okay, wonderful. And then my next question for you is, are you able to judge fairly towards both sides, which means that able to listen to not only the side of the people, but also to the side for Faith as well, to make sure that this is an even and fair ruling?
I am.
Okay, wonderful. And again, I'm going to go ahead and relinquish my time, and it is on for the defendant.
Okay, thank you. Defense counselor, 3 minutes.
Hello, Sarah. Saying, juror number 2. Do you know anyone from the opposing side?
No, I literally know nothing.
Okay, so no one has spoken to you about this case whatsoever, not even a little.
Nothing. Honestly, I'm very confused, but I'm trying to just be open and impartial.
Okay, amazing. Okay. Have you ever watched Faith on stream before? Do you know Faith or been in her stream, either on here or on any other platform?
No, the only thing that I can think of is there's a possibility, because I'm on multi-platforms, that we might have been in the same stream together as those in chats, something like that. But no, I'm not familiar.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a full-time singer, streamer, and had primarily been on an app named Kick. However, I am also involved on Meet Me and now more so C2.
Okay. Have you ever served on a juror before?
I have not.
Okay. Have you ever watched a court show or seen juror selection happening on?
Not on live streaming, no.
Okay. Do you know the purpose of this juror selection?
I mean, I know it's going to be a trial that is against Faith. It's the people versus Faith, but that is literally my knowledge. That's it.
Okay. Do you know what your job is to do during a case like this?
To be impartial and to judge fairly, and to give my opinion.
Do you feel like you're someone that can judge fairly and
Very
be
much.
unbiased?
I do. Especially when I don't know the situation. I literally know nothing.
Have you ever had to make a tough decision in a group when people strongly disagreed? And how did you handle it?
I have, and I have no problem making a decision on my own.
How were you able to make that decision on your own?
By weighing both sides impartially and coming at what I feel is the best decision between the two sides.
Thank you. Do you consider yourself to be more logical or more emotional?
I would say logical. With an air of emotion. I do have emotions. However, I try to use my logic brain more often.
Do you feel comfortable making a decision that could impact someone else's future or reputation?
I do, as I know that I would do it impartially. And I'm being asked to do it, and that person that is being judged seems to be here of their own volition. So they're putting themselves in that position to begin with.
Okay, time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, juror number 2. You may step down.
Thank you.
Juror 3.
Do you have a name for juror 3, Your Honor?
Oh, yes, Queen Diva. Sorry. Okay, got it. Queen Diva.
Juror 3, if you are here, please take the box. Admins, if you are in here, please reach out to Juror 3. But Juror 3 would have to be replaced, okay?
Okay, we will skip to Juror 4, come back to Juror 3. Juror 4, Kawhi. Please request the box.
Hello.
Hi there. All right, can you raise your right hand?
You have to be on camera.
I'm trying to get it to go. 1 second. There we go. Yes,
All right, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, very good. All right, plaintiff counsel, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Kawhi, so I have to ask. Once again, I'm going to ask the exact same opening question. What was your purpose in applying as a juror on this certain case?
I actually didn't apply. I was asked to join. They needed people to be impartial and to join the juror selection. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So I got to ask this question because this might be extremely grisly to be a part of this case. So I've got to ask, are you willing to still be impartial on both sides to ensure that this is going to be a fair and orderly trial?
Absolutely. I'm actually not really sure what the offense or anything was. But yes, absolutely, I can do that.
Wonderful. And that brings me to my third question for you. Do you by chance know anything about this case at all?
I do not. I just know that there's a case, and I volunteered to be here.
Wonderful. By chance, do you know the defendant that is right next to you at all? Has this person been in your stream or have you been in her stream?
I know of her on Meet Me, but I don't go to her stream.
Okay. Wonderful. I'm going to ask because the defendant's attorney had a great question. It's important to have great decision-making skills, and I would love to know what your decision-making skills would come to when it comes to a extremely hard decision.
Well, I will go with whatever's right. I'm going to go with the way of justice every time, whether it's the popular opinion or not.
Understood. Your Honor, I am good to let this person go.
Okay. All right, defense counsel, 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Hello, Kawhi. Thank you for being here and making time for jury duty. Can you tell me a little bit about how, when you stream, how does that work as far as gifting?
Well, anything that's gifted is exactly that, a gift. I'm a top badge on Meet Me, so, anything there is to support me and what I do.
Have you ever tried to raise money for a cause before?
I've participated in auctions that are for a good cause, where all the bid fees would go to a good cause. And then I have a best friend who raises funds for people who are in need. So yes, I have.
Do you support those events?
100%, yes.
Okay. Do you have any family members who have disability?
I do not.
Okay. So have you dealt with anyone, a friend or anyone who had a disability?
I've known people who've had disabilities. I haven't been super close with them, but I always treat them just like any other person.
Okay. What about any mental health illnesses?
Yes, absolutely. I do have friends with mental health issues who have went through depression, anxiety, even schizophrenia.
Okay. And how do you handle them?
I handle them just like anybody else. If they're going through a tough time, I'm there for them. But I definitely don't coddle them in any means. If they need a shoulder to lean on, then I'm there for them.
Okay. Have you ever done jury duty before?
I have.
Okay. Do you know your responsibility as a juror?
I do.
And
To
what
be
is
just and impartial and to be fair.
Do you feel like you have the means to be fair and unbiased?
Always, yes.
Would you have any difficulties reaching a verdict if the evidence wasn't crystal clear but leaned one way?
I feel that evidence would need to be clear to reach a clear verdict.
Okay. Can you commit to focusing only on what happens in this courtroom, not outside opinions or social media?
Absolutely. I'm not swayed by anybody.
Can you commit to keeping your deliberation private until the verdict is announced?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have no more questions. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Juror 4. You may step down. We'll circle back to Juror 3, Queen Diva. If you're here, can you please come in?
Hello, Your Honor. How are you?
Good, thank you. All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. Plaintiff counsel, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Diva, thank you for finally showing up. So I just have a couple questions for you just to make sure that we have a fair jury going on here. I apologize for the smiling. I looked over to the defendant because she thinks that this is a game, apparently. So my first question is, what was your purpose in applying for the actual position of trying to be a juror?
I was asked to come in and, become a juror, and so that's why I'm here.
Awesome. Great to hear that. So my next question for you is, how do you by chance know this defendant by chance by the name of Faith?
Yes, I seen Faith go on Rose stream and just chill with her and come in and just, I know her from her stream.
Okay, wonderful. Just from her stream, you have never been into Faith's stream at all, or you have never seen her in any other stream?
I've been to her stream maybe one or two times, but that was in the past before everything has happened.
Would you by chance say that you have gifted this individual even if it was a EBT?
I mean, I gifted a 5 or something, but that was pretty much it or something.
Okay, wonderful. So I have to ask, by chance, are you going to be biased when it becomes a situation of someone of a handicapped nature? Are you going to feel that you have to lean one way or another because of the situation?
I don't lean any towards way with my people that I work with, and I'm not gonna, whatever the verdict is, the verdict is. I'm not gonna, just because they have a disability, I'm not gonna look at them any kind of way. So whatever their verdict is, that's what their verdict is.
I will be honest here. I will be extremely honest here. This is going to be an extremely grisly case. I'm going to tell you that now. This is going to be very, very hard to listen to. And I just have to know this right here and right now because it is very important. Are you going to be able to give us an unbiased decision?
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay. Your Honor, I am done. I will relinquish my time.
Okay, defense counsel, 3 minutes.
Okay. Hello, juror number 3.
How are you?
Okay, so you did mention you visited Faith Stream sometime in the past.
Yes.
Right? What impressions did you have of her?
I thought she was a cool person. She seems like she's genuine, she's sweet, so I went and visited her and, chilled in there for a little bit and maybe gifted maybe an EBT or a 5 or something just to show that I support.
And just for the people in the audience, could you explain what an EBT is?
An EBT is the little gifts that you get in your life. It doesn't necessarily mean gifted, but EBT is one of those free gifts. It's like a love bear, 100, or any gift that you get for free when you
So
show
it's a free gift, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You don't personally know Faith, correct?
I know her from coming to your stream, and I visited her streams once once or twice on the other
Do you
side.
know anyone from the opposing side?
No, do not.
Have you heard anything about this case?
I heard some of it and said with your chest, a little bit about it and everything was going on. And I was like, oh, okay, well, so.
When hearing about this case, did you have an opinion on it?
At first I was kind of iffy about it. I was like, okay, what is going on? Like, why is all of this been, being said? And I'm like, so I wanted to hear more about it. And I'm like, so that's why I came to say it with the chest to hear more about it. But then I guess it got dropped. So I was like, okay, so.
Are you willing to listen carefully to all evidence before making a decision?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Juror 3, you may step down. Juror 5, Master Pressure. You are up. Master Pressure. There we go.
I'm trying to get the camera right here.
That's all right.
Okay.
How do I get this?
Let me see if I can help you with that camera.
I got it. I think I do anyway. There we go.
All right, Master Pressure, can you raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Plaintiff counsel, 3 minutes.
Wonderful. Thank you, Your Honor. Master, I appreciate you showing up today on time. I have a question for you. By chance, are you by chance a streamer or a gifter on any platforms that we are on?
I am both on Meet Me. I started out as just a gifter and then I started streaming.
Wonderful. So you're just on the Meet Me platform, or are you also on TikTok as well?
I mean, I have an account, but I never really get on it.
Okay. All right. Wonderful to know. So I have to ask, by chance, do you know anything about this case so far?
Not really. Only bits and pieces I've heard. I don't really remember what's going on, so I'll just say
Okay.
no.
All right. By chance, do you know the defendant that's right next to you by the name of X?
Just a reminder to counsel and to all jurors, we're not going to mention anything about the case specifically. So it's okay to answer if they know about the case, but we don't want to ask anything specific.
So, Master, again, I will ask you, by chance, do you know anything or who is beside you by the name of Faith? Do you know this person by chance?
I've heard her name, but I don't know her.
Okay, wonderful to hear. So I will have to ask you, are you able to judge fairly on either side of feeling bad for this person or hatred, or are you right down the middle or just feeling unbiased towards people with a handicap?
Yes, yeah, I will judge fair. I know nothing of anything anyone has going on. And, like a few of the jurors said before, right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter what the situation is.
Wonderful. And I'm going to ask you, like I've asked everybody else, are you sure that you're going to be able to judge this down the middle if this was to become a selection of yours to be a jury member?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Your Honor, I relinquish my time.
Okay. Defense counsel.
Hello, Master Pressure. Thank you for being here. My first question to you is, has anyone here has anyone close to you or yourself ever been treated unfairly because of how you was perceived?
Absolutely.
Rather than the facts?
Absolutely.
And how did that make you feel?
You treat people the way you want to be treated is the way I was raised. And, yeah.
Has anyone here Has anyone here had a negative experience with? Have you had a negative experience with anyone here?
No, ma'am.
Or anything? Are you related to this case at all?
Not at all.
Are you friends with the opposing side?
Not at all. Like I know people around the app, but I don't know anyone personally.
Okay. Do you believe that people with disabilities should be judged differently in court or held to the same standard as anyone else?
The same standard.
So you believe someone with a disability, if they were blind, if they had mental health,
that's
mental health issues, they should be held at the same.
Let's see, how do I explain that? Different disabilities come with different responsibilities and different technicalities. So, I mean, I wouldn't expect a blind man to see what I wrote just as well as I wouldn't expect a deaf man to hear what I'm saying.
What about someone with mental health issues?
Probably if they have mental health issues and they get into something, I mean, they obviously have to know what they're getting into. So yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Juror 5. You may step down. Juror 6, Jade. Juror 6, Jade.
Your Honor, I don't see a jade in the box.
Okay.
Yeah, hold
Do
on.
we have-
I don't see a jade. Could they possibly go by a different name on here? I'm not sure.
Okay, we're gonna skip 6. We're gonna go with Juror 7 for now. Spend the cash. Spend the cash.
Okay. Let's move to number 8. I don't see them in the
All
box.
right. Juror 8, class swim.
Camera. Turn it on. There we go. All right, I'm here.
All right. Raise your right hand, please. All right. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Thank you. Plaintiff counsel, 3 minutes.
Wonderful. Thank you, Judge. Class, again, I appreciate you coming here on time and being a part of this situation. This is going to be an extremely hard and probably hard to hear situation. So I've got to ask this one situation. Are you going to be able to judge fairly if you are selected to be one of these jurors?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. And I've got to ask, by chance, do you know the defendant?
I know of her through association. I've been on the app for 5 years. I've been part of the community through association. I know her personally, no.
Okay, wonderful. Do you, by chance, have any type of decision-making skills when it comes to the hardness of this type of case where you're going to be able to make not only the well-balanced decision, but the best decision, even though it may not be in something that you believe?
100%. In my background as the dean of discipline at a school in previous years, I believe I've been able to judge pretty fairly.
Wonderful. That's good to hear because we may or may not need somebody just like that on the actual jurors. My next question for you, and my final question for you, as always, is going to be: what is the purpose of applying? Did you feel like this is something that was going to be easy for you to just get in and, take a little bit of fame because, it's kind of a big deal and everything? Or were you coming in here to make sure that everything was fair?
To be honest, as a noble citizen of both the Meet Me Streets and of the Role Model Fresh family, I've been in a waiting room for cases for years. And this one came up and I said I was available. And that's really all it was. I didn't know who it was about. There have been previous cases. I've been part of jury selection before. And that's why I didn't apply. I was just already there and ready to take the opportunity.
Wonderful to hear. Your Honor, I am going to go ahead and relinquish my time.
Okay. Defense counsel, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Class Swim, for being here and on time. My question to you is, you mentioned that you are a teacher, correct?
Correct.
How long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for 21 years, but for 3 years of that, I did say I was a dean of discipline. So for 3 years of that, I did play an assistant principal role.
Have you ever dealt with kids that had disability?
100%, every day.
Okay. Do you hold them to the same standard as a person with no disability?
No, by state law and by any other means, they are afforded some sort of flexibility, but it is within their individualized education plan in my field that they are understood. Outside the bounds of their individual education plan, then that's, further. Could it be a manifestation of the disability? It could, but maybe not.
So let me ask you this. When it comes to kids, adult kids, right, with a disability, are they in the same grade as other students?
It depends on their disability. There's a wide array of disabilities as well.
Okay, but if their disability is really bad, where would they be placed at?
Again, a really bad disability can be you can't walk, but you can think perfectly fine. You're talking about...
They're not able to think perfectly fine. Stick to the question. I'm saying if that person has a hard time thinking correctly and all of that, where would they be placed?
They would be placed in a self-contained classroom if they're that severe, in a self-contained classroom to be self-paced.
Okay. So are kids that has disability or behavioral issues, okay, placed in the same regular ed class?
Kids with ADHD and things like that, yes. In a regular ed class.
Okay, so if someone has a severe issue, once again, there's regular ed, and what other classes are there?
There's the self-contained for those with severe issues, and the unsevere are in the regular ed classroom.
Are you familiar with a 504 and an IEP?
I am.
Can you explain what those are?
An IEP is an individualized education plan, as stated before, which is individualized plan for that child with a disability. A 504 is a temporary individualized education plan for a situation.
Okay, so typically what kids have a 504 or IEP?
The kids with a 504 are the kids that suffered maybe a sports injury, a concussion, anything like that could go away. However, an IEP is a long-standing thing. Hopefully, they're identified really early in their career, and it follows them all the way through college.
So do you feel like they should be treated the same way as other people?
I think that they should follow the free and right education plan, which is covered under FERPA, which is a state and national law.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Class Swim. You may step down.
Thank you. I'll let you out. Thank you, Class Swim.
Juror number 9, Michael.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello there. All right, if you can raise your right hand for me. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Plaintiff counsel.
Hello, Michael. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, it's been a night. It's been a night. So obviously we are here for a case of people versus faith. Do you by chance know anything about this case?
Um, no, not really. I heard a little bit of it, but not.
Okay. So what I've got to ask then is that by chance, do you know the defendant to your left?
I know of her a little bit. I've been in her streams a little bit, but that's about it. Like popping in and out.
So you've been in her stream before. So
In
I've
and out.
got to ask, by chance, were you in any way possible part of helping this individual grow on this app or any other app, by chance, gifting or promoting?
No.
So my next question for you is, what was the purpose for applying for you today? Why juror?
Because I heard they needed jurors, so I asked if I could be a juror because they needed people.
Okay. All right. Understood. So I've got to ask, are you by chance going to be able to judge fairly on a case that is regarding someone who has handicap, either it being that you are unable to judge fairly because of them being handicapped, or you're not able to judge them because you're going to feel too sorry for them, or in an emotional way by chance?
No, I'm very not biased, so I look at two sides of the story, and I make my decision at the end of the day.
All right. So I've got to ask, how great are you at your decision-making skills?
I'm pretty good. I'm very balanced at making decisions.
Can you give me an example of how a specific detail or a specific time that you had to make a great decision on?
Great decision. There's not one I could think of.
Okay. All right. Again, I appreciate your time. Judge, I am done and I will relinquish my time.
All right, defense counsel, 3 minutes.
Hello, Michael V. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Roll?
I'm doing well. You are number 9, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, Michael, let me ask you, have you ever been bullied before?
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Bad.
Have you ever been lied on?
Yes.
Have you ever felt misunderstood?
Yes.
Have you ever had issues, but you really didn't want to tell people about them because you were afraid? Have you ever had to tell people your issues because of things that were happening that you felt like you needed to tell someone?
Yes and no.
Okay. Have you ever been accused of something you didn't do?
No.
Okay. Have you ever had friends that betrayed you?
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Very sad.
Is this your? Have you watched juror selection before?
I watch court cases, but not juror selection.
Gotcha. Do you feel like you can truly be impartial during this case?
Yes.
Do you know anything about the case?
I know a little bit, but not really.
Are you friends with anybody on the opposing side?
No.
Has anyone reached out to you, or if someone was to reach out to you, will you be capable of informing us that someone in the audience have reached out to you to try to get you to make a decision based on how they feel?
Yes.
Okay, so you will notify the judge and as well as admins and everyone of the court that someone tried to persuade you to choose someone. What would you do in a case if someone tried to persuade you?
I would tell them that I'm not biased. Let me make my own decision of my own. I'm my own person. And then reach out to an admin or the judge.
Thank you very much, Michael. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Michael, you may step down.
Thank you.
Juror number 10, motivated. All right. Hello there. If you could raise your right hand.
Hello.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Plaintiff counsel, 3 minutes.
Wonderful. Motivated, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Hope everything is well with the family. I got to ask, do you by chance know anything about the defendant or anything about this case that we're going to ready to hold?
I do not.
None. Okay. By chance, have you ever seen this defendant by chance on any type of platform, either on this one or another app that you may have been a part of?
I have, but through common streams. I've never been to her stream.
Common streams. Okay. So I've got to ask, by chance, are you great at making tough decisions by chance?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me an example of one of those times where you were able to make a tough decision?
I just go with what's right is right, regardless of what whatever the popular judgment may be. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Okay. Let's try to race down the street. So I've got to, because I'm asking this question, I've got to ask because it's going to be a very grisly decision when it comes down to it. So I've got to make sure that you are able to.
Can you please stop him from saying a very grisly decision?
Listen.
It is your name. Let's pass on the grisly speech.
My apologies, Your Honor. My apologies. It's going to be a very hard decision, and it's going to be a very tough case. So I've got to ask, by chance, are you able to come down to that decision if we need you to?
Yes, I can.
Okay, wonderful. I have to ask, what was your purpose, or were you reached out to actually be a juror on this case?
I was asked to be on the jury.
Okay. And what brought you to the final decision on for you to actually be, or to even come on, press the guest button and to get here?
I mean, I was asked to be here, and so I'm here. Just to figure out what's up.
Wonderful. So my last and final question for you. Are you going to be able to judge a case where there is somebody that's going to be a little bit of handicap to the point where you feel like you're going to be biased a little bit because of the nature of their handicap? Or are you going to be able to not be able to become, can't speak for some reason, not be able to come to a decision because of their handicap and you feel bad for them? Are you able to just, judge right down the middle?
Absolutely. What's fair and what's right. Absolutely.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Thanks. Defense counsel, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Hello, Motivated. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Motivated, have you been gifted before on any of the platforms you stream on?
I have.
To you, what are the gifts? Are there something that you have to give back, or what is your definition of a gift?
Definition of a gift is actually somebody appreciating the content that you're bringing, or they just love to be around you, type of thing.
Have you ever had goals before, Motivated?
I have.
What were some of your goals?
It might be like something small as to, I don't really stream often, but over the course of 5 years, maybe like a 10K goal or just the next point.
When I say goals, I mean goals
I don't know.
off the app, and any goals and aspirations off the app.
Almost.
You wanted to do, and what were those?
I have goals all the time.
Name one of your goals.
One of my goals is just to obtain certificates for my IT. We're gonna say that.
From IT. Okay.
Yes.
Do you feel like if you was trying to achieve that goal, that that somebody should be mad at you for not achieving it during a certain time?
No.
How would you feel if somebody was upset with you because you did not become an IT tomorrow?
That's just the math that they're gonna have. Because I can only do what I'm gonna do and I can do to achieve my own goals.
Got you. Do you believe that you can be impartial during this case?
I do.
Do you know anyone with a disability?
I do.
How would that make you feel if they were being treated unfairly?
It's not fair or right, especially if they're being taken advantage of and they know that there's disabilities.
Have you ever been threatened before?
Not personally.
Have you ever been bullied?
No, but I've known people that's been bullied.
And how does it make you feel when people bully those people you know?
It's quite upsetting.
Have you ever been accused of something you never did?
I have not.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. In time. Thank you. All right, motivated. You may step down.
Thank you.
All right. As far as I know, Juror 11 is not with us yet. So Juror 12, Shine. You take the stand, please.
Okay.
Hi, Shine. If you could raise your right hand for me. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, thank you. And plaintiff counsel, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sean, by chance, do you know this defendant to your left?
Only by seeing her a couple times in Roll Stream.
Okay. By chance, are you familiar with anything that is going on with this case?
Only a little bit of the stuff that was said in Roll Stream here and there because I was in and out.
Okay. Wonderful. You know, I've got to ask, by chances, what is your reason for becoming an applicant for being a part of this jury?
I was in Roll Stream and they said they need jurors. So I'm like, okay, let's go.
Okay. So there wasn't any other situations why you wanted to be a juror?
No.
Okay. I think those are the only questions that I have for this one, Your Honor.
Okay. Defense counsel, 3 minutes.
Okay. Sean, did I ask you personally to be a juror, or did they announce they were looking for jurors?
You did not ask me personally. It was just said in the stream. And I said, okay, let's go.
And what stream was it said? What kind of stream was I running when that was asked?
I was in the hood.
Okay. How many people, and what was the name of the stream that was being ran during the time when that announcement was made for jurors?
I believe it was acting out. Or no, say it with your chest. After say it with your chest.
And what is acting out, and what is say it with your chest?
Acting Out is a featured show that Role Model hosts on the Meet Me side. It's very poppin', where you act out scenarios, and it's lit. And then right after, I call it the hood, because we go real gangster and ghetto in there.
Okay. So the reason why I asked you that is to pretty much let the audience know that it was during the in between time of shows where people was asked to be jurors. Okay. I once again, I've never personally asked you, correct? Do
No,
you
you
feel
have
like
not
during this
asked me.
case, do you feel like during this case, you can be, you will not be biased?
No,
Do
I
you
will
know
not be
anyone on
biased.
the opposing side?
No, I don't know anyone.
What is your, other than seeing Faith, how often did you see Faith in my stream when you mentioned seeing Faith in my stream?
I've only seen her twice.
Okay. How long ago was it when you seen her? Was it during finding out about the court case, or was it any time before that you seen her?
I believe I seen her one time before that, and she said she had just got back to the app and wanted you to follow her or something. And then the next time was that show. After that show,
Okay. Do you know anybody with a disability?
yes.
What is your relationship to me?
To you,
Yes, to me.
how I feel or how you feel. I can only say how I feel.
How do
you the
you
homie.
feel?
I feel like you're my homie.
Okay. And how do you feel my relationship to you is?
In my mind, I'm your homie too.
Okay. So once again, do you feel like during this that you will be impartial?
Yes, I'm evidence. If you give me the evidence, I'm going to go off it, and whatever the judge instructs me to follow, I'm going to do so.
Okay. No further questions, John.
All right, thank you. All right, Shine, you may step down. Thank you.
I don't know how to get out. I'm not going to lie, y'all.
I got you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and juror 13, Beard Raider.
Hello. How do I do the video camera?
1 second. Let me send you an invite to turn your camera on. You got it?
I don't. Where does it come? I'm not used to TikTok. I'm sorry. Help me with this. Where does it? All right. Hold on. Let me leave and come back.
Wait, no.
Can I help you find the
I
camera?
just sent another invite. Do you see it?
I don't. It's because I'm on my.
You need help exiting and coming back? Admins, please reach out to jurors 6 and 11 and 7, 6, 7, and 11.
They have. I don't think we're going to be moving forward with them.
How are you? I would like to.
Hi,
Sorry,
Beard.
guys.
Can you raise your right hand for me? All right. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Plaintiff counsel, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Judge. Hello, Bear How are you doing today?
I'm great, Grisly. How are you?
Apparently, I'm not doing well. My mouth is not wanting to get words out. I guess it's past my bedtime. So my question for you, Bear is what was your purpose on actually signing up to be a juror?
I was actually asked to be a juror on another case. and that case didn't come to fruition, so they asked me to be a part of this. So here I am.
Understood. I was supposed to be part of this, so I understand. By chance, do you know this individual to the left of you by the name of Faith?
I do know Faith.
Okay. By chance, how well do you know Faith?
I used to go to her stream a lot a couple years ago when I first came on here. I haven't seen her around in quite some time, so it's been a while. I've just recently seen her on again.
Okay. Would you say that you personally know Faith, or you just know Faith by passing?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's personal. Maybe a few years ago it was, but we haven't been that close over the last few years.
Okay. I gotta ask, because this is going to be a hard case, because you know this individual in some type of manner, are you going to be able to make a decision if it's not in that person's favor?
Absolutely.
Okay. And that's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, defense counsel. 3 minutes.
How you doing, Beard?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
And you're juror number 13, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you stream?
Occasionally, yes.
What do you prefer to do more, stream or be a viewer?
I prefer to be a viewer. I'm more of an admin for different shows, so I don't stream as much as I used to.
Okay. So you prefer to be a viewer more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever sent a gift before?
Absolutely.
Have you ever wanted a gift back?
No.
What is the reason of why you send gifts?
I send gifts if I'm in a stream and I like what's going on in the stream. Or if I'm in a big stream and I want to be noticed by somebody, then I send a gift because they're like, oh, hey, Beard Raider, thanks.
Got you. Have you ever trusted someone and they betrayed you?
Oh, absolutely.
Have you ever been lied on before?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been bullied?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been accused of doing something you've never did before?
Absolutely.
How did all those things make you feel?
It's definitely hurtful. But at the end of the day, I know my truths. And yeah.
Do you believe on judging people fairly?
Absolutely.
Do you believe that people with disabilities should be judged differently in court or held to the same standards of everyone else?
Depending on the disability, held to the same standard, but there's certain disabilities that might not allow that person to be held to the same standard as somebody else.
When you say different disabilities, can you name a disability that would allow a person to not?
I knew you were going to do that to me. And no, I can't name a specific disability. There's a lot of different disabilities out there. So depending on what the circumstances are, just like Class was saying earlier, there's different structures and whatnot for different types. So you might not be able to hold them accountable and if they're not all there mentally or something of that nature.
Okay. Can you keep an open mind if you hear about someone making mistakes in the past and not assume that defines them forever?
Absolutely.
If you hear that someone is too trusting, would you view that as a flaw against?
Okay, thank you. Beard Raider, you may step down.
How do I step down? I'm sorry.
There you go.
Okay, we're going to go back to Juror 6 from the substitute juror pool. Juror 6 is now Medusa. Medusa, you can take the stand. Medusa, if you can raise your right hand for me.
Oh, well, there we go.
All right. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Plaintiff counsel, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Hello, Medusa. How's your night going? I can tell that you're still in the car, so.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, how is your night going? I can still tell that you're in the car. You doing well?
I'm doing great. Just got off work.
Okay, wonderful. Nice to see that you showed up, even though, you were just standing, and we appreciate you for doing that. So I just got a few questions for you, and, just to see if you are going to be a great candidate for us to be putting you on our jury. For my first question is, by chance, do you know the defendant to your left, the Faith?
Yeah, I heard of her on the app, She's a very popular app, so it's, when you say no, I wouldn't say like personally, but
Correct. That was going to be my next question. Do you know of, or are you just like, because of passing?
No, because of passing, but if we had to put it on a scale, I would say a good 40 out of 100%.
Okay, so 4 out of 10. Okay. So I got a question. By chance, do you know anything that is going on with this case whatsoever?
No, I don't know anything. I just seen the flyers and I was kind of asking around, but I didn't have time to get details.
Okay, great. That's awesome to hear. By chance, I know that you are a stand-in, so I already know that you are pretty much you came in because someone asked you to. But I got a question for you, is that the reason why you chose to say, okay, yeah, I'll jump in?
Oh, so what was your question?
So my question was, I understand that you're just a jump in, that you're just substituting for our previous 6. So my question for you is, what gave you the mindset to go, okay, I'm going to take this on? Like, why did you decide to take in as a substitute?
I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to these things. I kind of got my background in psychology, so I kind of like to listen to things of this nature. In a sense, so it's kind of like, let's say if you're a football fan and someone say, "Hey, we need someone to just sit here and watch the game." It's something I would be interested in, basically.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be a hard case, and I'm not going to lie about it. It's going to be very hard. Okay. So I've got to ask: are you going to be able to judge this fairly right down the line? Or is this going to be something that you feel like this is going to be hard for you because you know of this person?
Oh, no, it's something that I can judge fairly right down the line. I'm not biased at all. I believe in fair, and truth is truth. And I believe, like, no matter what happens, the truth should always set people free.
Okay.
All right.
And
Thank
those
you.
are my questions. I relinquish my time.
All right. And defense counsel, 3 minutes.
Okay. Hello, juror number 6 now, correct?
Yes.
Have you ever been bullied before?
Yeah, in the past. Growing up, was bullied before.
Have you ever been accused of something before?
All the time. All the time. I've been accused of things I didn't do, things I did,
You've been accused of things you did?
Yeah, when you take money out your mom's purse and she's like, "Where's my money?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
But you did.
I did it. Yeah. So
okay, you being honest today, I could appreciate that. Do you know anyone, or have you ever known anyone with a disability before?
A disability, yes. One of my great friends on the app, Camilla, she has a disability.
Okay. And do you treat her as special? I'm sorry, let me revise that. Do you feel like with certain medical conditions or disability that you have to treat them a certain way?
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to say things that might trigger them. So you have to, watch what you say, watch how you act, because certain things, certain words, certain actions can be triggering to certain people who do have disabilities.
Okay. Have you gifted before?
Gifted as of, like, you mean?
Yeah.
On the Of course.
Have you ever supported a cause outside of the app?
Of course.
Okay. Such as what?
There's people who have GoFundMe accounts. There's people who have parties. Supporting other streamers. Flyers. I support the March of Dimes. Things of that nature. Kmart, when they ask you, do you want to donate $1 to charity? So I've done those things.
Okay, awesome. Do you believe that during this case you will be unbiased and you will listen to all of the evidence and make a sound decision whether guilty or not guilty plea?
100%. No unfair acting at all.
If someone was to reach out to you and try to persuade you to either go against the plaintiff or the defendant, what would you do?
I would reach out to the proper authority on the case and let them know what was done, who reached out, and the words that was being said. But that wouldn't change my opinion on the case at all.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, great. All right, thank you, Juror 6. You may step down.
How do I? Okay.
All right, and that concludes the questioning of our jury pool. We're going to have 11 in the pool for you to choose from. So now 10 minutes for each of you to confer with your clients, and then let me know in the group chat your top 5. Okay, we are going to whittle this down to a jury of 6 with 2 alternates. So give me your top 5 juror numbers that you want to pick, okay? And then I will sift through and let you know what it comes down to.
Okay. Just to let everyone know in the audience, we will be doing this. We will be placing the numbers inside of our chat room, okay? So Grisly, say it again, Judge. I do apologize.
Yeah, so in the chat room, all the 2 counselors and myself have visibility, so I need to have the top 5, your top 5 choices,
okay,
for the jury. Not all 5 of yours are going to make the jury unless both sides happen to have some sort of agreement on both numbers. But you need to give me your top 5, and then I will let you know how that works out. Okay. If you're in here, please request the box. Juror number 1, which is Coley. Juror number 2, Sarah. Juror number 3, Queen Diva. Juror number 4, Class Swim. Juror number 6, Medusa. I'm sorry, juror number 4, Kawhi. Juror number 6, Medusa. Juror number 8, Class Swim. Also, juror number 5, Master Pressure. And juror number 10, Motivated.
That's you. And Kauai is hosting her show on the other side, so I'm here to confirm for her.
Okay.
Which was approved by the admins.
Right.
So is that everyone? I feel like we're missing
Kauai.
We're missing Kauai. She's hosting her show on the other side.
Yeah, we're missing
Master Pressure.
Master Pressure and Medusa.
Medusa.
Your Honor, if you don't mind just stating those jurors again that definitely be on, and then the backup.
Yep. So the jury will consist of Juror 1, Coley, Juror 2, Sarah, Juror 3, Queen Diva, Juror 4, Kawhi, Juror 6, Medusa, Juror 8, Class Swim. The 2 alternates are Juror number 5, Master Pressure, and Juror number 10, Motivated.
Okay.
We're missing Queen Diva. And Master Pressure.
I believe that's all the people that could get in the box, if I'm not mistaken, is it?
Yeah, okay. Well, we can do this. We can do this for now. Okay, so jurors 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8, you have all been selected for jury. The court will be in session this Friday, 9 p.m. Please be here. Please be prompt. If you are unable to make it, please let one of the admins know immediately. I am going to ask for you to confirm and commit to 2 things. One, that you will be unbiased, impartial, and fair in hearing all the facts and circumstances, and also that you are committed to taking this role very seriously and will be here for that show. So one by one, if you can just say yes or no to that. Coley?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Class Swim?
Yes, and on behalf of Kauai as well, yes.
Okay, Motivated?
Yes.
All right, and Medusa? Medusa?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right, great. All right, you are all excused for this evening. We will see you on Friday.
Thank you.
Okay.
You want to let up the next batch?
Yeah, we still need Master Pressure. And Queen Diva. Okay. Again, same for you. Queen, you have been selected for jury. Master Pressure, you have been selected as one of the alternates. As an alternate, we do still request that you be here promptly at 9, just in the event that we do need to request you to jump into the juror pool at that point in time. But both of you, regardless, are you committed to being here timely and to being unbiased and impartial and fair in hearing all the facts and circumstances of the trial?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right, thank you. You're excused. We will see you here at 9 on Friday night. Okay, and then for counsel, I'll set a deadline of 6 p.m. Friday for all evidence to be submitted to the clerk, as well as your witness list. You are allowed to have 2 witnesses and a third if they are an expert witness. And to be an expert witness, they need to have some form of degree or professional certification behind what they are going to testify about. Okay? So at two witnesses and a third if it is an expert witness. Please mark all of your exhibits so that when you reference them in the trial, I have the ability to see them. I likely will request that you show them if you have the ability to, but we'll talk about that. But 6 p.m. Friday, please have all evidence and your witness list submitted.
Your Honor, I also wish to counter a counterclaim.
Okay, counter sue?
Yes.
Okay, for what?
For harassment, defamation of character, cyberbullying, emotional distress, and interference with livelihood.
Okay, harassment, cyberbullying, emotional distress, and interference with livelihood?
Correct. Defamation of character, emotional distress.
Okay, That's been entered. Plaintiff counsel, you'll also need to be prepared to defend those claims.
Yep.
And Your Honor, I would like to know exactly what is Faith being charged with. What is the claims against her exactly? I know it was thefts and counsel. Do you mind helping us out?
And I'm trying to get to it as well. I do apologize. We're going to get a little loud. If it doesn't, cool. Theft. I think that's pretty much the only thing. Theft by deception.
Theft by deception.
Okay.
All right, also for Friday, if you can, along with your evidence and your witness list, also let me know what sort of damage claims you're going to be requesting.
Your Honor, I just want to clarify things because I believe it originally was theft and as well as theft by deception as well as fraud. Are you dropping the fraud charges or?
No, we're going to keep those as well. Theft by deception, theft, and we're going to go ahead and go with the fraud as well.
Okay. All right, so the people are claiming against Faith, the defendant, the charges of fraud and theft by deception. Faith is countersuing the people with the following charges: harassment, cyberbullying, emotional distress, interference of livelihood, and defamation of character.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Like I said, 6 p.m. Friday, please have your witness list, all your evidence, and also an idea of what you are going to be seeking in terms of damages. And then we'll also go over all of that before we get into the trial itself on Friday night.
Gotcha.
No problem, Your Honor.
Any questions?
That is it, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Jury selection is now over. Have a good evening.
Yeah, as well.
Well, do I go or leave?
Okay. If you like, you can stay in the box if you want. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, could the lawyer for the plaintiff's side please come back in the box? Grisly, could you please come back in the box? Okay, I do want to give everyone an opportunity. For those of you who are just walking in or possibly confused about what's going on, this was juror selection. Typically, what happens is with the court, say it with justice. This is say it with justice court. Okay, yes, this is definitely entertainment, but it's also real cases that happens on here. Okay, so with that being said, Faith is being accused of a lot of things, so we decided to bring it to court. Okay, it's pretty much a mock trial. It's pretty much a mock trial. Guys, please stop messaging me. I can't focus and talk with y'all messages popping up on the screen. Thank you, admins. I appreciate that though. It's pretty much a mock trial to show how court will go. Grisly is representing the people for this claim. Okay, so this is a class action suit against Faith. All right. If you guys have been affected by Faith's behavior in some way, your best bet for Grisly to have to build a case against Faith is to reach out to him. Okay, with any proof or evidence that you have. So if you're accusing Faith of taking from you or anything, your best bet is to have her get the person, or if you know the person, have them reach out to Grisly so that way they could be a part of the case to build a case. Okay, one of the things I realize is that a lot of people are going to bring accusations, okay? But the evidence have to speak for itself. Upon looking on this app, I hear a lot of accusations and no evidence. A lot of people reached out to me. I asked them to show me proof. There was no evidence. So this case will let us know whether there is actual evidence out there that supports their claim of Faith being a fraud or a thief or anything like that she was accused of. Okay. So please, guys, I encourage you once again to reach out to Grisly if you have any information regarding Faith. Okay. And for those of you who believes in Faith, and if you have any information that can help Faith, okay, please reach out to me. All right. With that being said, guys, I am going to we are going to redirect what's going on in the room and stuff. Grisly, do you have anything to say to the people?
No, I just need my people to go ahead and hit me up, because now that I know that we have a couple more allegations towards us, I'm gonna need every single bit of information that you all have, which means everything. Receipts. I'm gonna need information regarding anything Cash App, PayPal, anything like that that's been sent, anything like that, I need it my way. So anybody that's here that has those receipts, please send them my way, because we're going to need them. Thank you. I'll see y'all on Friday. Bye.
See you later. Thank you very much. With that being said, guys, once again, the trial is over. I do want to hear from a lot of y'all. When I say a lot of y'all, y'all haters too, definitely. With that being said, Faith, you are all set. Okay, go ahead and do what you have to do. Court is on Friday, okay? 9 p.m. And guys, if you haven't followed Faith yet, okay, this whole case is about Faith. Go ahead and hit her with a follow. You have a question? I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Do I get the witness list or the two witnesses, or do you? Because I have one in mind.